to BTV News Hour. I'm Angelina Mambo and it's Wednesday, the 25th of May 2016. Here are our headlines. Northeast youth ask Fayose to apologize over comments on Chibok girls. Fayose's ban on cattle grazing conforms with resolution of 2014 confab, Fanifere said. Petrol price hike, Buhari's first year anniversary gift to Nigerians. The Hausa Fulanis are the problems of Nigeria. Now the news in details. A group of northern youth under the aegis of Northeast Youth Peace Development and Empowerment Initiative has demanded apology from Governor Fayose of Ekiti State over his previous comments that no Chibok girl was missing. It will be recalled that Fayose has consistently maintained that the story of missing Chibok girls was a hoax intended to settle political score. The northern youth expressed disgust at the manner Fayose had decided to play politics with human lives. The group advised the governor to be more concerned about providing quality leadership to the people of Ekiti State instead of dabbling into issues to mislead Nigerians. Yoruba social cultural group Afenifere has hailed the decision of the same Governor Ayodele Fayose of Ekiti State to ban cattle grazing in the state, describing the move as courageous and in conformity with the resolution of the 2014 National Conference. A statement by its National Publicity Secretary, Yinka Odumakin, said the governor's decision is a timely and appropriate response that will strengthen the culture that puts a higher value on human life than that of livestock. Mr. Fayose is the first state governor to ban cattle grazing. He announced the ban during a visit to Oke-Ako in Ikole local government area of the state, which was invaded by herdsmen last Friday. The invasion resulted in the death of 2 residents of the town and injuries to many others. The governor also announced that a bill to criminalize the movement of cattle from one location to another in the state will be sent to the state legislature. Despite his electoral promise to reduce petrol pump price from the 87 naira per litre that he met it, President Muhammadu Buhari increased the price to 145 naira. With this increment, Buhari has further impoverished Nigerians. Nigerians should be reminded that on April 14, 2015, the President Buhari's ally and former Minister of Petroleum and Energy, Prof. Tam David West, told Nigerians that Buhari will reduce the fuel pump price from 87 naira to 40 naira per litre. Buhari did not debunk this statement made by his friends and major supporter. In rewarding Nigerians for electing him as president, Buhari opted to increase petrol pump price by 58.50 naira. The first justification of the increment was removal of subsidy. But Nigerians were later stunned when the Vice President Yemi Osinbajo said pump price of petrol was increased because Nigeria was broke. In other words, the fantastically corrupt President Buhari increased petrol pump price because the country was broke and it needed to shore up its revenue base. The 58.50 naira added to the previous pump price of 86.50 naira was an indirect tax imposed on each litre of petrol purchased by Nigerians. Buhari is an evil president that exploits his extremely poor subject Nigerians to further enrich himself. The APC government headed by Muhammadu Hitler Buhari made a horrible noise over the clueless Jonathan's administration. Now they have ended up with a clueless and ruthless jihadist Buhari. Let the noise be instead about dissolving the damnable entity called Nigeria, granting Biafra self-determination and the release of the leader of IPOB Nnamdi Kanu. Goodluck Jonathan may be a mistake, but replacing him with Buhari, a northerner, is the worst mistake ever made. Hausa Fulani are the cause of Nigeria's problem, and we all know very well that problems do not solve problems. It is an insult on our collective sensibilities for a particular region to have killed democracy through incessant military coups, hold power for 50 years out of Nigeria's 53 years of independence, but turned round to bid for power again in 2015. fantastically corrupt unitary system of government in Nigeria and its arrangements were instituted by the Northerners. All the state and local governments in Nigeria were created by the House of Fulani, while Biafrans were left out. Boko Haram, in the guise of Fulani herdsmen, invaded Uzowane in Enugu State and Agatu, killing scores of Biafrans and leaving many injured. Buhari, a Fulani man, is the patron of the Fulani Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria and also the president of the same Nigeria, chief negotiator of Boko Haram and commander-in-chief of the Nigerian Armed Forces. He controls the army, navy, air force, police, DSS, etc. The Fulani herdsmen, alias Boko Haram, through Buhari, have more than enough weapons to wipe out any perceived opposition. That is why we are seeing ordinary herdsmen carrying AK-47 rifles, because it is being supplied to them by Buhari. It's on record and very vivid with overwhelming evidences. Biafrans are alerting the world that self-defense is a right, and Biafrans must protect themselves at all costs and any time. Lethal weapons, such as bombs, are being buried in every market, churches and schools across Biafra land. But the compromised and corrupt Nigerian media will not report this as usual. The indigenous people of Biafra have continued to shout and are calling on the world and the international community to be aware that Hitler Buhari of Nigeria has been encouraging Boko Haram terrorists in the guise of Fulani herdsmen to plant bombs in various locations across Biafra land in order to make it easier for total annihilation of the Biafran people. Thank you so much for joining us here on BTV News Hour. We'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for watching.